Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your 30-something-year-old Magic the Gathering player slash collector back again. We have a Dominaria booster box. We started last night. So we opened up the top 6 packs. Got 2 Mystics, the Reincarnating Dragon, and the Scriptures of Phyrexia. So we're going to open up the next 6 boosters from the top. So 2 from each of the 3 rows. So let's start with Jaya, and it's a C pack. So first common is Invoke the Divine, which is a 1 white, 2 colorless, destroy target artifact or enchantment. You gain 4 life. So it's 3 to cast. You could destroy an artifact or enchantment, and you gain some life. So it's got a little bit of a high casting cost, though. Vodalian Arcanist, 1 blue, 1 colorless, add a colorless, or spend this mana only to cast instants or sorcery spells. So might be really good in a controlled deck. 1/3. And then Radiating Lightning, 1 red, 3 colorless. Radiating Lightning deals 3 damage to target player and 1 damage to each creature that player controls. So it might be a really good anti-fungus or sapperling deck. Deventa Trapper, 1 white, 2 colorless, 3/2. Whenever you cast a historic spell, tap target creature and opponent controls. So really nice for blue-white control. Stronghold Confessor, 1 black, 1/1, kicker 3, colorless menace. Creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, and if he was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1 counters. So kicker for 3, so it's a 4 for a 3/3. So, and it has menace. So Pierce the Sky, really, I like this card because it's really takes care of a lot of flying creatures, including some legendaries. Pierce the Sky deals 7 damage to target creature with flying for 1 green, 1 colorless instant. Balath Gorger, 2 green, 2 colorless, kicker 4. If it was kicked, enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters, making it a 7/7. Rescue, 1 blue, return target permanent you control to your owner's hand, Keldon Raider, 2 red, 2 colorless. When Keldon Raider enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. 4/3. Mesa Unicorn, 2/2 life link for 2. First uncommon is Knight of Grace, 1 blue, 1 colorless. First strike, 2/2 hexproof from black. And Knight of Grace gets +1/+0 as long as any player controls a black permanent. So really nice anti-black. Orcish Vandal, 1 red, 1 colorless. Sacrifice an artifact, tap him to deal 2 damage to any target. And our rare is Josu Vesh. Lich Knight, 2 black, 2 colorless, 4/5. Pay the kicker, has menace, and enters the battlefield. If you pay the kicker, gets 8 2/2 black zombie creatures with menace. Pretty much, he's a kick-ass. And Adeliz the Cinderwind, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 colorless, 2/2 flying haste. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, wizard you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. So she's a really good wizard. And a plains and a cleric. Let's see if we can see some of those cards here. Maybe we'll get rid of these and put these up here. All right. Next pack. It's Birdman on the cover. I forget its name. All right, so common is Adamant Will. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains indestructible. Vodalian Arcanist, Merfolk, we already talked about her. Frenzied Rage, 1 red, 1 colorless. Enchant creature gets +2/+1, and has menace. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Soul Savage, 1 black, 2 colorless. Sorcery, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Adventurous Impulse, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal creature or land from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. So for 1 green, that's pretty good. Academy Drake, blue, 2 colorless, 2/2 kicker 4. If Academy Drake was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it. And Demonic Vigor, enchant creature gets +1/+1. Enchant creature dies when return that card to its owner's hand. Pretty good. Return the owner's hand. Power Stone Shard, artifact, 3 colors. Add a colorless for each artifact you control. Name Power Stone Shard. Shivan Fire, 1 red, deals 2 damage to target creature. If it was kicked, deals 4 damage to that creature instead. Call the Cavalry, 1 white, 3 colorless, creates 2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. So that would be really good with that saga, Benalia. That saga, I forget the name of it. Memorial to Folly, black, sacrifice, Memorial to Folly, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand for a black 2 colorless. Next uncommon is Diligent Excavator, 1 blue, 1 colorless, 1/3. Whenever you cast a historic spell, target player puts the top 2 cards from the library into their graveyard. And the land is, the rare is a Hinterland Harbor. Green or blue comes in to play tapped unless you control forest or island. And then Valduk, Keeper of the Flame, 1 red, 2 colorless, 3/2 at the beginning of combat on your turn. For each aura or equipment attached to Valduk, create a 3/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. Swamp and the Sapperling. All right, this is the 3rd pack. Let's see if we get a mystic here. I'm sorry, a mythic, not a mystic, a mythic. Voldine Arcanist, Frenzied Rage, Arbor, Armament, 1 counter on target creature. That creature gains reach until end of turn. Windgrace Alkalite, 1 black, 4 colorless, 3/2 flying. Enters the battlefield and put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard and you gain 3 life. That sounds horrible. Eviscerate, 1 black, 3 colors to destroy a creature. So nice, pretty nice sorcery there. Pandic Wanderer, 6 colors for a 5/5 trample. Sapperling Migration, kicker 4 colors, create 2 1/1 green Sapperlings for 1 green, 1 colorless. If the spell was kicked, create 4 of those tokens instead of 2. Jousting Lance, 2 colorless, to equipped creature gets +2/+0 as long as it's your turn. Equipped creature has first strike. And equipped for 3 colorless. Run Amok, 1 red, 1 colorless. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. Blink of an Eye, 1 blue, 1 colorless. Kicker 1 blue, 1 colorless. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If the spell was kicked, draw a card. Sentinel of the Pearl is your uncommon. 1 blue, 4 colorless for a 3/3 flash. You may exile target historic permanent you control. If you do, return that card to the battlefield under your owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. A pretty high casting cost. All right. This is probably one of the best uncommons. Seal Away, 1 blue, 1 colorless. Flash, meaning it can be cast as an instant when Seal Away enters the battlefield. Exile target tapped creature and opponent controls until Seal Away leaves the battlefield. So if they don't have a disenchant, they're screwed. Jaya's Immolating Inferno, 2 red, X, and Jaya's Immolating Inferno deals X damage to each up to 3 targets. So it could be players, planeswalkers, creatures. It's pretty good. I like that one. And then Grun, the Lonely King, uncommon. 2 green, 4 colors for a 5/5. Kicker of 3 colorless. If he was kicked, enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters. When grunt attacks alone, double its power and toughness until end of turn. Nice. Black and a demon. All right, pack number 4. Let's see here. We're already up to 10 minutes, so let's see. We got 3 packs left. Let's see if we can go through these quicker. Bloodstone Goblin, 1 red, 1 colorless. Whenever you cast a spell, that spell was kicked. Bloodstone Goblin gets +1/+1 and gains menace until end of turn for 2/2. Excavation Elephant, 1 white, 4 colorless. When Excavation Elephant enters the battlefield, it was kicked. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand for 3/5. All right. No, I don't like that. Artificer's Assistant, blue for a 1/1 flying, and you can scry 1. So basically, you can look at your top card of your deck and decide if you want to keep it there or put it at the bottom. Pretty good. I mean, for a 1/1, 1 blue, that's pretty good. Keldon Warcaller. When he attacks, put a lore counter on target saga you control. I have no idea what a lore counter does. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. A lore counter does the next... so when you have a saga, if you have a lore counter on it, it's the next step of the lore. So Roman numeral 1, 2, or 3. That's pretty good, actually. You get to do add a lore counter to your saga, so you can get through the saga before 3 turns are up, and that's a common card. Caligo's Skin Witch enters the battlefield, or 1 black, 1 colorless for 1/3. If you add the battlefield, if it was kicked, each opponent discards 2 cards for a black 3 colorless kicker. Giz Protector, 1 green, 3 colors, must be blocked if able, 4/2. Windgrace Acolyte, we already talked about him. We already talked about Arbor Armament. Blessed Lights, 1 white, 4 colors to exile target creature or enchantment. Nice. And Keldon Overseer, 1 red, 2 colorless, 3/1. If he enters the battlefield, if it was kicked for 1 red, 3 colors, gain control target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. So basically, you can take over your opponent's creature for a turn. And then Wizard's Retort, which is like a counter spell, costs 1 colorless less to cast if you have a wizard, and it counters a spell for 2 blue, 1 colorless. That's our first uncommon. The next uncommon, Weight of Memory. 2 blue, 3 colors, draw 3 cards. Target player puts the top 3 cards in their library into their graveyard. And Sulphur Falls is our rare. 1 blue, 1 red. Blue or red. And then Tanya Ship Caretaker, 1 white, 1 red, 3 colorless for a flying first strike, 3/3. When aura or equipment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. I don't know how often you'll be using that ability. I mean, so Relic Runner, 1 blue, 1 colorless, can't be blocked if you cast a historic spell this turn for 2/1. Fire Elemental, oldie but goodie. Actually, oldie but sucky. 2 reds, 3 colors for a 5/4. Add charge, 1 white for a +1/+1 until end of turn. Blessing of Bells and Lock. I do feel like these black instants and enchantments are way better than any other colors and enchantments. It's almost like black in this expansion. It was supposed to be black versus the world, you know, just black against everybody, and try to make black as badass as possible. Gift of Growth. Yeah, I'm not gonna just talk about that just because it's green and I don't care about it. Sparring Construct. I don't know. This one, it's like a 1/1/1, and you can put a counter on a creature you control when he dies. So it's like, if you have him at the beginning and he dies, he doesn't put any 1/1s on anybody you control. So Gideon's Reproach. I really like this one. It comes in handy with some of these, power heavy, toughness poor creatures, you know, 1 white, 1 colorless to deal 4 damage, and it's an instant. So you can basically wait for your opponent to waste all their mana and then try to attack. And Llanowar Elves, oldie but goodie. Salad Omnivore. Never saw this one before. 1 black, 3 colorless for a 3/3. 1 colorless, sacrifice another creature. Salad Omnivore gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If a sapling was sacrificed this way, you gain 2 lives. Nice. So this is another good one for the black-green sapling / fungus deck. So Skittering Surveyor. Don't really care about this guy. Cast down, destroy target non-legendary creature for a black and 1 colorless. See what I mean? Black gets the best instance. Merfolk Trickster, yeah, I really like this guy. He's a flash and cast as an instant, 2 blue, 2/2, and you know, basically you tap your opponent's creature and you lose all abilities until end of turn. So really like that guy. Oh, Oath of Teferi. He's gonna go good with my Teferi deck. 1 blue, 1 white, 3 colorless. When Oath of Teferi enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. You may activate the loyalty ability of planeswalkers you control twice each turn rather than only once. Really good card. I really like that. And then Urgrus, the empty one, 2 black, 4 colorless. Whenever he deals damage to a player, that player discards a card at random. If that player can't, you draw a card. He's a 4/3 flying. Mountain and a Construct. Oh, this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Nice. So this is Karn's token. Last pack here. We're already at 16 minutes, so hopefully there's not many. Keldon Warcaller, Knight of New Benalia for 1 white, 1 colorless for a 3/1. Llanowar Envoy, 1 red, 1 green, 1 colorless to add any mana of any color. That's pretty cool. Caligo Skin Witch, I don't know. Esther Glider, Tragic Poet, Yavimaya Shepherd. If you want to read any of these, just stop the video. Pardic Wanderer, Elfham Druid, green, 1 colorless, 0/2 to add a green or add 2 greens if you spend it for a kick spell. Flame of Keld, so that's a saga, 1 red, 1 colorless, uncommon. So discard your hand, draw 2 cards. If a red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player this turn, it deals that much damage +2 to that permanent or player instead. This saga's not that great. And Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. So white, black, 5 colorless, return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's a high casting cost. I don't know, I don't like that. And then this is a foil, Bloodstone Goblin. So 2/2 for a red, 1 colorless. And Rona, Disciple of Gix. She's a blue-black, 1 colorless for a 2/2, and you can exile the top card of your library for 4 colorless. Black and a knight. All right, so no mythics, but did get a couple lands, Jaws, Immolating Inferno, some pretty good spells there, and I like this Oath of Teferi. Really good legendary enchantment. And then for uncommons, probably my favorite would be, well, probably the one that will probably be used the most is Seal Away. So, and then for the commons, what did we say? I don't know, it's one of these black commons probably. There you go, Stronghold Confessor. 1/1 for 1 black, kicker of 3, but he's got menace all the time, so. All right, Next video will be the next 6 packs in this box. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like if you like this video. Talk to you later.